peeling back the layers with Miss Ebony. We peeling back the layers with Miss Ebony. You ready? The layers effect. 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 We peeling back the layers.
Hey! Hey, ladies! I can't hear you. There you go.
Hey!
Hey! How are you doing, Miss Erica?
I'm doing fabulous. How are
So
you?
look, before we jump into tonight's topic, we gotta give a shout out to you because listen, if y'all paid attention to that intro song, that was Miss Erica on the track. Okay, so yes, let's give it out to her. Okay, yes, in the chat, let's give Erica some hearts. Let's give a shout out to Erica. Yes, let's do it. Woo, look, yes. All right. All right, yes. So I don't know if you can see the chat, but you got people saying hello, hey family, hey cousin, yes. Look, I'm getting a little jealous because our relatives, because we are blood cousins, they don't get this excited when I'm all by myself. Okay,
of course, Ebony.
Right. Hey Sharon, there you go.
Oh, hello.
Can you hear me?
I can now.
Okay, great.
But I think we're good now.
Okay, good. So, welcome to the Layers Effect, ladies. Are y'all excited like me? All right, so let's get into it. Let's start with you, Essential Styles by Erica. Please introduce yourself to my audience. Tell them a little bit about yourself and tell them, why you decided to get into the industry that you're in.
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Erica. I am a licensed cosmetologist. I work in Phoenix Salon Suites in Hampton Independence Center. Why did I do hair? I just love making people feel better about themselves. Mm-hmm. I love for women to come in my chair and we have our counseling session, okay? Because that's what it's about. Like, hair down, you lay it on me, okay? So, I love that. And then, transforming them and making them feel good about themselves and then sending them on about their life and, keeping up with their hair. I love seeing hair growth and length retention. I love it. I have such a close bond with all my clients. I'm so grateful. I love my clients so much. So I went to Regency Beauty Institute.
Okay.
Got my license. I used to work in Heart's Hair Studio.
Shout out.
Heart's Hair Studio, and she pretty much had me underneath her wing for like 5-6 years, and then I went it out on my own into my own salon suite.
Good.
I want to have my own program, my own like apprenticeship, so I can help women, get their license and train them up and send them out. So yeah, that's me.
Good stuff. So listen, we can't leave this out. So when Erica said that I don't know if she even said it, so I'm going to say it for her. She is not taking any new clients, so you book. It's so funny, Erica, because Sharon and I were talking about that yesterday. Like, this girl stay booked, like, and that's some good. That's a good thing for real.
Yeah, I mean it's good, but then it's like a blessing and a curse kind of thing.
Yeah, I get it.
Certain people I just want to see all the time, and
Yeah.
it was like I was getting an influx of new people. While I like meeting new people, it's good to build that rapport with like a group of people. And so soon I'm about to add another another component to my career. And so and I've really been enjoying it, knowing what's coming in the door, knowing what I already know what you got going on when you come in.
Yes.
So I love it. Yeah. But yeah, they a little upset with me out there.
All right. So wait no further. Miss Sharon Holloway. So tell us about yourself and what made you decide your own beauty line. Like, that's like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, good evening. Sharon Holloway. Thank you for having me here tonight. What made me start my own beauty line is because my passion that I have for making women feel and look beautiful. Initially started years ago, about 12 years ago when I started out with Mary Kay. I was recruited by my mother's director, and she introduced me to the skincare line, and I loved it. And I was like, this is something that I really want to continue to do. And as I got further and more into makeup, I decided I wanted to go ahead and start my own line. And so I have been come up with some things, and finally 10 years later, a little bit, I came out with Beautifully Made Cosmetics. Initially I was just doing makeup on clients as a part-time job, and then over I became, now today I'm full-time. Thank you. Since I've started, I've branched out, and I'm located currently at Shears Gone Wild, 77 Marshall Avenue, and that's where I work out of. I go there. Also, I apologize about that.
Oh, you're fine, girl.
So basically, that's where I started at, and that's where I'm at. And a lot of the times, my clients, I use a lot of my products on my clients so that they are able to purchase them afterwards. So a lot of times, if I'm doing a wedding, the products are there for my clients to purchase for use. I'm certified. I'm a certified makeup artist. I graduated. Miss Karen, she's awesome.
Yes.
It will be a year as of June of this year, actually.
Nice. That is so awesome. So I put up, if you are following me, to my listeners, I put up some pictures in the Layers Effect Facebook group. I put most of my pictures of me, but then I had a picture of my sister, my niece. And what's so awesome about it is the makeup by all the pictures were done by Sharon, and the hairstyles was done by Erica. You know what I mean? I get a lot of compliments. My colleagues at work, in fact, one of them is up here tonight. Thank you. Shout out to Monica. She'd be like, who does your hair? Who does your makeup? A lot of people ask me, and it really feels good when you get good feedback on the hair and the makeup. You know what I mean? I was talking a little to, in fact, both of you all about how it's funny because, like, I see women in the street, and sometimes, like, the hair, you be like, oh, girl, who did your hair? And you be like, who did your makeup? Or it could be the opposite, like, girl, who did your makeup? Did anybody do your hair? I mean, no shade, but seriously, like, so, So I'm going to ask both of you all, and Erica, you can start off first. When your clients come to you and they're going for their look, do they usually tell you what the occasion is? So, like, how does that work?
Most of my clients are regulars. So if they have an event coming up, they kind of let me know that way ahead of time, like months. But we can come up with a plan. So is it a wedding? Is it a dance? Where is it going to be? What you gonna do? What time of year is it? And we come up with a plan for them, for that event. But most of my clients are regulars. I mean, we're just working on the health of their hair. We're doing maintenance, trims, conditions, stuff like that. Yeah.
So let me ask you this. When they come in and they discuss their hairstyle and they give you the look, do you sometimes ask them, like, what their makeup is going to be, like the colors, especially like if they're getting different colors to their hair? Does that matter to you?
Not necessarily makeup, but really what they're wearing.
Okay. Got you.
So what your neckline is going to look like, Most of the time I want to see the dress, or I want to see that I can go as far as the hair, but not so much with the makeup though. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Sharon? Does the hairstyle, or like Erica said, the wardrobe, does that play like a big part in the makeups? Because like, when I come to you, I can't take no credit. So when I come to Sharon to get my makeup done, a lot of time I tell her, just like, do what you want to do. Like, I never really know what I want. You know what I mean? And with Erica, she's had the freedom as well to like do different styles on me. In fact, Erica is the type, she's like, cousin, are you bringing me the same wig? Like, let's do something else. Like, y'all know me, I'll be transparent. Erica be like, can we do another hairstyle? Cousin, let's switch it up. So Sharon, what about you? Does what the hairstyle is or the wardrobe, does that play a factor in the look for your client?
Yes, it does. A lot of the times I do get clients, like you're saying, just kind of do what you want to do. You're the professional. Mm-hmm. So I will go off of what the client is wearing. Mm-hmm. So kind of correlate with that. A lot of the times by Bible, you really don't match the clothes with the makeup.
Okay.
But every now and then I'll kind of color out the lines and do that if the client wants that, or if they're comfortable with that. But for the most part, the hair and the makeup and their attire does matter when I'm doing their makeup. The hair is so much of a big deal, but there are certain looks that will complement the hairstyle. So if there's a recommendation, then I'll say, hey, this will look good with that particular.
Okay. All right, sound good. So listen, I need both of you all to give our listeners tonight some recommendations. So this is what I want the recommendations to be, like the categories. Recommendations for when you're getting a service provided for you, and then some recommendations that you can do at home. You know what I mean? So who wants to go first? And let me say this. When I say recommendations of when they're coming to book, I mean like the do's and don'ts. You know what I mean? Like, you all are the experts. So like, keep it real with us. Like, is it a biggie when they're coming late? Is it a biggie when they're canceling, they're not showing up, or they changing the style on you and you know that you booked for this time? Because I don't think sometimes us as clients really get that part. So what are your recommendations for when they're booking a service, and also some recommendations to like maintain the look, or some different things they can do at home?
Okay, so I'll speak to that. So yes, timing is of the essence when you're doing are busy like that. A lot of the times, especially on the weekends, if I have clients, I kind of run my schedule very close together. I don't want to overbook. I don't book, so I do want of a gap in between. So if my client, I just pretty much ask if they let me know, or if we can reschedule. But for the most part, I do try to accommodate everyone.
Okay.
I a deposit up front.
Smart.
Any cancellations or anything that because the last thing a stylist or an artist wants to do is go to a location or deviate from their schedule to accommodate someone to show up. So a deposit I do require a deposit. And it'll eliminate all the extra confusion, because I have had something else I needed to do that day, and I was like, hey, well, I'm going to go ahead and go. And then, something else happens. So that's the main reason, but also, and it takes away from me the hassle of having to collect everything at one time, because it's kind of client as well as time to pay for their services. So try to book me a month in advance, go ahead and put your half now, and then later, so it doesn't feel like you're paying as much at the time of service.
Gotcha, that makes sense.
Off of the client as well. So that's business, but for the most part, I try my best to accommodate everybody, because I always want everyone to feel good when they leave.
Okay. So what about you, Erica, as far as recommendations for like services first? Even if it's not your client, you got to speak for these other stylists. Help these other stylists out with these people out here.
I should say, first of all, the first thing that came to my mind was when you're getting your hair shampooed. First of all, I like to bring kind of like a spa experience. When you come and get your hair shampooed, I want you to relax. Okay. Listen, ladies in the chat, relax. Close your eyes.
Yeah.
It is awkward for your eyes to be shampooing your hair. Oh, sister. Relax. Close. I got you. I'm not gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Oh God. That hurts. Just relax. I agree with Sharon when it comes to like the lateness. Now, sometimes, I could be a little bit behind, and I actually just have a little bit of grace. So I'm not a heavy stickler on on the lateness, because I mean, you know what time you got here, so you know what I can do in that amount of time that you got here. You know
okay. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I'm not too heavy on that. So I think that might be it. Of course, you know, regular stuff. Try to hold your head still. You know, when I'm doing your hair, don't be kind. Now I'm.
They moving. They moving.
Get real good, and they.
Okay, I've done that. I've done that in the middle of a sew-in. You know what I'm saying? Like turn my whole head around, like needle and thread. Just so look. Let me go to the chat really quickly. They're saying nice perspectives that you all are giving. Someone in the chat said, "I will close my eyes quick." Okay, when they're getting their hair washed, I close my eyes quick. Definitely when I'm getting my makeup done. I just automatically close my eyes. And Sharon be like, you don't have to close your eyes yet. You know what I mean? Or, yeah, go keep your eyes closed, baby, okay? Someone else said, good stuff. Someone said, honey, Erica hair wash. Lord have mercy. She puts me to sleep. We even got a guy in the chat that's saying, good stuff, ladies. Giving y'all flowers now. Like, oh, my goodness. Thank you so much. Someone else said, so dope, okay? Oh, look, you have one of your followers in the chat. She said, yes, her line is great. Talking about the foundation matches my skin perfectly. Yes. I am a fan of of her concealer. You know what I mean? And I like it because a lot of times people don't even know I'm wearing makeup. You know what I mean? So I almost have to wear my concealer every day because I'm dark under my eyes, like really dark. I inherited that from my mom, Erica, you know. But it's almost like I have to wear it because if I don't wear it, and then they will know, like, okay, girl, you had on makeup yesterday. Okay, you definitely had on makeup. Okay, what else? So let's go to the chat. A guy in the chat said, "No trust. I ain't closing my eyes." E. Oh my goodness.
Experience that. I get some clients who they will not close their eyes, and their eyes is back open. So there are people.
Are you serious? And like for you, like if I remember, it's been a while to give me another session in, but like the eyes are like the first thing you work on, right? Right, Sharon? Like Erica, you got your face done beat by her too. Like yes. They're trying to open their eyes. Like what in the world? Like keep your eyes closed, okay?
So much mind them opening their eyes, but sometimes they do need to close them. Like, if you, like oh, but I get it. I guess it goes back to what the person said.
Yeah. And you know what? I have to say, both of you ladies are so sweet with like when someone is doing that, you know what I mean? Because like even though we're cousins, I will tell you this, even though we're cousins, when I'm in her chair, she really makes me feel like a client. You know what I mean? Period. You know, even when I was the free client doing the books, like she still made me feel like I was paying $150, $50, $75, you know what I mean? Because she'll be like, cousin, keep still, you know, or even Sharon, she'll be like, oh, it's okay. It's all right. You know what I mean? The hospitality is real. So look, we're going to wrap up this session. When we get into the next segment, we're going to go even deeper. We're going to answer some questions. Okay. And we're just going to have some fun, y'all. All right. See, this See, now that y'all up here with me, the first segment went by way too fast, right?
Yeah.
Way too fast. I feel like we just got up here, right? Yeah. So we're going to listen to the artist, Ashby You Are. And tonight it's just going to be just the audio. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
tremendously when
to my world. 'Cause I found my peace. You're my best friend. I'm so happy to be your girl. Hey, I know it ain't perfect, but it's so worth it. They wouldn't have a clue. No, I gave up on finding love. I found my love in you. You are my life, my strength, my joy, my heart, my yes, my no. You healed my scars, my rock. I lean on you. I need you, everything in me. You are my life, my strength, my joy, my heart, my yes, my no. You healed my scars, my rock. I lean on you. I need you, everything in me. I don't know that much about love, but I know this love is true. I don't know that much about them, but I know about me and you. I love you now, I love you then, I love you till the world may end. I need you now, I need you then, my man, my man. God has blessed me tremendously when you came to my world. You are my peace, you're my best friend. I'm so honored to be your girl. I'm so honored. I know it ain't perfect, but it's so worth it. They wouldn't have a clue. I gave up on finding love. I found my love in you. You are my life, my strength, my joy, my heart, my yes, my no. You healed my scars, my rock, my lean on you. I lean you, everything in me. You are my life, my strength, my joy, my heart, my yes, my no. You healed my scars, my rock. I lean on you. I need you, baby. You everything in me. You everything. You everything I need. I need you. I need you, baby. I love you.
Right. Shout out again. That was Ashby UR. And you can catch Ashby on YouTube. And if you go on YouTube, you can check out that video. Okay. So everyone, please check out Ashby on YouTube. Tonight we weren't able to give you all the videos, but that's okay. That will not stop the show. Okay. Period. So welcome back to segment 2. If this is your first time joining us, welcome to the Layers Effect with your girl, Miss Ebony. And tonight's episode is all about beauty tips, keeping it cute. Again, I have hair expert, Essential Styles by Erica, joining us tonight. She has an awesome oil that we haven't even discussed. And then tonight, I have makeup expert Sharon Holloway, who has a cosmetic line. And we're going to talk more about that as well, okay? So thank you all for not dipping on me and coming. I ain't doing this no more. Click, okay? Okay, but listen. So during the little commercial break, we had a question in the chat. And you know what? You both can answer it. Erica, you can start first because you are the hairstylist. But then it'd be even a good question as a makeup artist. But someone sets a question. When you get your hairstyle, I'm sorry, let me sit back. When you get your hairstyle that is not what you thought it was going to look like, what is the best way to handle this situation?
Okay, so I think that's where the consultation is very important.
Okay.
When somebody comes and sits in your chair, I kind of ask them what they want. Do they have a picture?
Yes.
Picture. If I feel like it doesn't, match their look or whatever, we talk about it right then and there before I even start.
Okay.
After feel like a style can always be altered.
Okay.
I give you the mirror, you look at yourself, I tell you to go look in the other mirror, hold it up so you can see the back and everything. And if it's let's say it's a sew-in or
Okay.
type of install, and you don't like the way it's curled or it looks too wiggish or it's too thick, you can always remove hair. You can I use my thinning shears to take some of the hair out. I feel like it can altered. I'm not the type of stylist that does your hair and then I'm like, oh well, you just gotta do it this.
Like, that's it. Bye.
And we're gonna find like a common ground that you like, and then
right.
I mean, my people don't leave, like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, I would say you are very big on that, Erica, because like even me, I could be like, yeah, I like it. And sometimes I'm caught up in just how it looks better than I thought. And you'll be like, no, do you really like it? And you do. You're not lying about that. You'll give several mirrors, several looks before you let the person go. I'll be on my way out the door. All right, like, so you like this is like, I think that's really good. I'm not a stylist, but one thing I'll say, and then Sharon, you give your feedback, is I think that it's very important to let the stylist know then. I used to, I'm Erica's former assistant, and one thing I know for sure, it didn't happen a lot, but it did happen, where people will wear their hair for a whole week or two, and then talking about they don't like their hair, or something happened with their hair, something like that, and it's like, baby, especially, come on, get let's talk about
when you left here, what you do?
Right. You were cute. You took pictures. You did a whole photo shoot. And then you complain about your hair. Like, what? Listen, someone in the chat says she's the bomb. Oh, that was Ladisha. Shout out to Ladisha. Yes. Girl. So, Sharon, how do you think the best way to handle that? Far as like the makeup, because I'm sure that can happen too with the even if it hasn't happened with you, there's so many different makeup artists out here and so many people that are watching that get their makeup done as well. How should they handle that?
If I have a client that does not or is not satisfied with my services, I do everything I can to accommodate them. One thing about me, I may overcompensate. I ask a lot of questions.
You do,
hey,
yeah.
Comfortable? Is it too much? Is it not enough? I'm always trying to give my best to my clients because I want them when they leave to be satisfied.
Right.
The last thing you want them to do is walk away and they're not happy with the money that they spent for the services that they received. Yeah, I'm very big on that. I haven't had a situation where they've ever confronted or said they didn't like it. I hope I never get that. But if they do, I think for myself, I'm the same way as Erica. I get them plenty of mirrors. Look at this angle. Look at this angle. Look at this mirror.
You're big on it too. Are you sure? Are you sure that you're sure? And I'm like, girl, yes, I love it. Let me go. So listen, we got in the chat. Someone wants to know, and this is really good. A mother wants to know, how do you care for hair of biracial children? So black and white culture, Caucasian, African American. What's the best way to care for their hair and when like not just care for, but what's a good age group? In fact, it's my kids' I'm their godmother. I'm gonna say my kids' godmother. It's my godmother's mom that's up here tonight with us, Elena, and that's something we just really talked about. Like, what's a good age to even start looking at their hair? So go ahead, Erica.
So, I mean, you look at their hair as soon as they got hair.
Okay.
But I think the key is a lot of people have trouble with detangling. This is all across the board.
Yeah.
I always suggest, even in my salon, I detangle with conditioner.
Okay.
First of all, you finger detangle first. You shampoo. When you put that conditioner in there, use a wide tooth comb or like a Denman brush or like a paddle brush, and you detangle with the conditioner. Because if you out, that conditioner has slip in it, and it's slippery. If you rinse that conditioner out and you just working with water, it's not as easy. Another is, a lot of people don't know, but hydration and moisture are two different things. So is water, and you moisturize your hair, and that's the oil. So you need both. You can't just keep putting oil in your hair, because then it may feel like your hair is just swallowing it up. Well, you need water. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think if you kind of keep that in mind, especially with the conditioning and detangling, you can shampoo. It depends. If their hair gets a lot of buildup, you can do once a week. But once every 2 weeks is more ideal. But yeah, I think that's it. Detangling with that conditioner is key, because you will have a mess on your hands if you do not with that conditioner. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's really good because even myself, I found myself with my son, and you're right, it could be all hair textures, right? So Jeremiah growing up, he had the hair texture of someone that will probably think he was biracial because it was straight, it was curly, it had some everything going on, you know what I mean? And I had to learn early on that what you can't do is just take that dry hair and just take that big tooth comb, is what I thought was okay, and just start combing, because you will take a lot of the hair out. And you made a really good point by using your fingers. It's not even all about the comb, by using your fingers to detangle the hair as well. Yeah. Someone else asked in the group, how often should you clean your makeup brushes? Oh my goodness, I am so guilty of not probably doing that often enough. Look, go ahead, Sharon. How often? Help us out.
Oh, that is a very good question. You should, depending on your brushes. So if you're using them on yourself, of course you want to clean them at least once a week. You don't have to do them every day. It is not a daily requirement, but at least once a week is good. That'll get the buildup out of your brushes. There are different sprays that you can use, like brush cleaner spray. Very good tool to use in between brushes, in between washes, I should say. You can use that. For myself, of course, because I use them daily or on a consistent basis, I have to clean my brushes after every use. But for your best quality, if you're just using it on yourself, absolutely won't. You can go at least a week without having to clean them, and then by the next time you use them again, I would recommend cleaning them.
Okay, good. Thank you for that. All right. Any more other questions? Okay. Someone in the chat said, do you recommend a comb or wig brush while detangling hair? And does it matter if it's the natural hair or detangling your wig? So that's a good question. Do you recommend a comb or a wig brush?
For your natural hair, if you have like a kinkier texture, I would do the wide tooth comb.
Okay.
For the knots that are like down at the bottom, because you know sometimes there are like little balls at the end of your hair. That means you need to trim. But
get out of
here. Then you use the small tooth comb to get those out. But to do your the wide tooth comb, if you have the mixed texture hair, with the wig, well, not really wig brush, but paddle brush or Demi brush type thing, and a wig, combs don't really do so well with the wig unless you're like teasing some curls or combing curls out. But always use your wig brush, your paddle brush with the wig for sure.
Okay. Well, I have a question. Look, someone in the chat said, wow, never knew that. Okay, I have a question. How often should we be washing our natural hair? And I'm asking because a lot of us do wear either installs or wigs or even braids, especially when it gets warm outside. So how often should we be washing our hair? And one more thing, can you give them tips on the water temperature to use if you are washing and conditioning your hair at home? Because you educated me on that piece. So go ahead.
Okay. I'm remembering the last question first. I'm gonna go there first.
Go ahead.
You want to shampoo your hair with warm water. I mean, some people like it hotter than others, but that's up to you. But whenever you out your conditioner, you want to use cool water.
Okay.
It closes up your cuticles in your hair. It closes up the strand, so you're locking in all the water and all the conditioner in your hair. It has to close up because if you're using hot water, then it's just rinsing right back out because that opens you up. Cold water closes you in. So always remember that.
Okay.
The question you asked me?
How often should we be washing our natural hair?
It really just depends on what you have in your hair. It depends on the buildup. I mean, some people do once a month. If you're getting like braids, you can do once a month. I go every 2 weeks, but I also notice, because I was like a once a month, every 3 week girl. But now that I am getting my hair done every 2 weeks, I notice that my scalp is a little drier. Because I don't think it's used to being, washed as much. But it's really up to you. You don't want to wash it too much. You don't want to put water on your hair every single day. I know a lot of my wash girls, we kind of rinse our hair, put water on it every single day, but you're drying it. I mean, because most of the time you're not following up with product every single day. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. That makes a difference.
Our water is a little harsh. I mean, in other areas it's harsher, but our water is a little harsh. You don't want to, it'll make your hair brittle and dry if you just keep doing water nothing else. You always want to remember that hydration and moisturization, thing.
Okay, look, someone else asked in the chat, is it the same for your face? Sharon, you can answer this. Is warm good for cleaning it and cold good for rinsing it?
Warm water is good for, yes, keeping your pores open and getting them where they need to be. Cool is more so for compression. So if you are those type of people, if you wake up with puffy eyes, things like that.
Good stuff. I gotta write this down because puffy eyes.
That is good.
That's really good.
Compress it, but warm water, I would definitely recommend using warm water when you're washing your face and things like that. Just more so cooler water whenever you're trying to just get the swelling down, or like I said, you have puffiness and things like that. Maybe around the eye area, you want to kind of put something cool around your eyes, things like that.
I have another question, and I'm gonna jump back into the chat because it's a hair question, but I want to ask you, Sharon, when it comes to makeup, how important is it to wash in between doing our own makeup? Because I will be very honest, I probably wash my face once a day, and the reason why I say it like that is because I wash my body twice a day. You know what I mean? Like I wash my body in the morning and at night, but my face, I really only get it in the morning. But I learned a long time ago I should be washing my face at night as well.
Yes, you should wash your face at least twice a day.
Okay.
At night, there are regimens. Some people, especially if you're very big on skincare, and you want healthy skin, they will recommend. And if you're a makeup wearer as well, because what happens to your face is when you go outside, a lot of the radiance and sun and all those derbies get on your face, and you want to clean that off before you go to bed at night.
Good stuff.
Oil as well, so that can like clog pores, blemishes, pimples, things like that. It's really good to clean your face before you go to bed, and put like a nice moisturizer on before you go to sleep as well.
Good stuff.
But yes, times a day. Now, not everyone does it, and I've still seen people who have magnificent skin who does not wash right. Recommendation, yes.
When I was doing it, because I'm a Mary Kay baby as well, so of course that's what they teach you in Mary Kay years and years ago. But I really did notice a difference in my skin. You know what I mean? It's some days I wasn't even wearing makeup, and people still thought like, "Oh, you got on it," you know what I mean? So I did notice a difference. We have a listener in the chat that wants to know, how often should we get our ends trimmed, especially if you wear protective hairstyles often?
It really depends on your hair. It depends on if you have color, if your hair has been colored before. It depends on if you get it pressed out. It just depends on your maintenance. If you're not protective styles, I would suggest maybe every 6 to 8 weeks. But people that get pressed every 2 weeks, they come and get their hair silk pressed, and I do what you call, a lot of people don't do it, but I do what you call a dusting. So that's like me straightening your hair and literally just getting the ends off, like the very ends. And so your hair is always, you never have split ends, and you see a lot of growth when you do that too.
Yes, you do. I've seen a lot of growth in your clients, and they love tagging you on Facebook. I'm telling you right now, like, and it to the point where like they're not scared to get their hair cut, because when they want to grow it back, you help them and assist them with, growing it back. So, thank you. Listen, we got to give a shout out to everyone that is hanging out with us in the chat. These are some great questions, like seriously. Okay, so someone asked, let me see. Oh, someone wants to know, do you have skincare products?
That is a good question. At the moment, I'm working on that. I do not have a skincare. But ultimately, that is my main goal, is to branch out and have a skincare line. I'm very big on skincare because I believe skincare is a foundation, and that sets the tone for even a good makeup regimen. So it's skincare first. So I am working on that. It's definitely
you got some hearts
when it comes to skincare, so it's a lot more detail. So stay tuned. It's coming soon.
Stay tuned. Someone said, well, can you please name a good moisturizer?
Ebony, you already know where I'm going to go to.
Go ahead. Let's take them there. Take me there. I want to go there.
You're familiar with it. Mary Kay. I recommend Mary Kay, and I'm sure there are a lot of other brands out here as well, because we have so many other competitors out here that you can use and people are familiar with. But for myself, I recommend Mary Kay. I've been using Mary Kay for years, and it has done me well. I can honestly say that. So it's not a product that I sold, but I actually use it and I continue to use it. I love it. So that is a good recommendation. Neutrogena is really good too for anything that's over the counter. If you just want to find something good. And there are other few brands that are out there too. I would definitely, one of my skincare routines that I use that is outside of Mary Kay is before I started using Mary Kay or in between when I'm waiting on Mary Kay. I use Dove soap, maybe sensitive skin, Dove soap.
Oh, okay.
Dove soap I use with Hazel. Definitely, that's a daily regimen for me, even with Mary Kay, so I use that. And then, of course, I'll go in with the moisturizer, either like a cocoa butter or a shea butter, something along those lines to kind of keep my skin at a nice, even tone. And those are just some over-the-counter attacks to use if you don't have Mary Kay.
Okay, good stuff. One thing I would say, and Mary Kay need to cut us a check for this promotion, okay? But what I like about Mary Kay is like, so I'm gonna say what I didn't like at first. What I didn't like was the price, right? But once I bought the product, it doesn't take a lot. And that's one of the first things they'll tell you. Like that, when they tell you that bottle can last 3 months, it literally can really last you 3 months. You know what I mean? And it really is good stuff. Me, myself, I think Sharon wears makeup because she's a makeup artist. I have seen her skin and it is flawless. Okay. Flawless, like baby, like you know how flawless, like soft a baby butts is. Like y'all know I'm transparent, right? So look, we're gonna jump into another song, but check this out. I'm having so much fun with y'all. Y'all got time to stick around?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so check this out. Segment 3, when we come back, I'm reading some letters, and the three of us, we're going to help these women out and give them some advice, okay? It's going to be so good. Y'all stay tuned there, because these letters get a little crazy, okay? Okay, Eric, you may want to get your oil, babe. Okay? But it's really, really fun. So after this song, we're going to come back with segment 3. I'm going to read a couple letters. I'm going to give how I feel. You ladies going to give how you feel. And then we're going to go to the chat. All right. So stay tuned. I got too excited because we're going to a break. This is a really good time for if you are watching, because see, we need y'all back on time.
Every year
back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yes. And that was Nikki every summertime. You can check her out on YouTube. One thing I love about, first of all, we just celebrate women, but some of these are artists I've never heard before. To my production team, they send me a song list, and like when you go listen to it on YouTube, it's really some dope music out there. Like seriously, so y'all check her out, Nikki every summertime. So welcome to segment 3. If you have been up here, then you know that we have been vibing out with Essential Styles by Erica and beautifully. I'm sorry, Sharon, you're gonna have to help me with your name. Let me see. What is it? Erica? You know about her, girl? Hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all. Don't go nowhere because we're not gonna mess up her name, okay?
I feel like I ain't gonna mess my girl up, okay?
Okay. Beautifully Made Cosmetics, okay? If you look down on our ticket at the bottom, you will see their Instagram names going across, okay? So check that out. These ladies have been giving us some tips tonight. No, we can't. We can't hear you, Sharon. You might still be on mute. I think I hear you trying to come through. Can you hear it, Erica? No, I can't hear it.
I had to re-hit my buttons at the bottom.
Okay. So look, while we're waiting for Sharon to come back, I'm going to get into the letter, okay? So, and if you are just now joining us, thank you. Like and subscribe. Tonight we are live on Facebook. Tomorrow you'll be able to catch this episode on YouTube because my production team is so hot. Shout out to my production team tonight, especially to my awesome husband who has been holding me down all night long. All right, let's get into it. We can hear you. Welcome back. All right, y'all ready? Hold on. I think Sharon still can't hear you. I think it's unmute it and talk again. Unmute. We can't. You might have to go out and come back again. Okay, try it one more time. Yep, go out and come back in. Okay. So look, while we give her time, because I do not want her to miss this letter, so we're gonna give her some time, okay, to get back in here. If you are in the Facebook group right now, tell us what you have liked so far about tonight. Share with us what you have learned. Thank you so much for the questions in the group and the interaction. We appreciate you all. And don't go anywhere because we got some giveaways. We have giveaways tonight, okay? So yes, we're gonna get these giveaways going. In fact, tonight may run a little over, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to write down your names of everyone that has been in the group participating. We know who you are, so we appreciate you. And then we will tag you in the Facebook group for the giveaways. Can you hear it, Sharon? Hold on. It sounds like you're trying to come through. Keep trying. I still can't hear her. You may have to put your Bluetooth on. I was gonna say, if for the Bluetooth, you would probably have to let me see, go down to the because I had some audio I had some technical difficulties earlier myself. Okay, unlock me one more time, and I'm gonna get into the letter. Hey. All right, so I'm gonna jump into it. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us tonight, okay? Because we were not expecting that, right?
No.
Okay, so let me get into it. Dear Miss Ebony, I have a huge problem and I need your help ASAP. Tonight will be my first sleepover with my boo. I'm excited, but listen. Can you hear us, Sharon?
I can hear you.
Yay! We can hear you. Okay, you ready? Let's start over. Okay. Dear Miss Ebony, I have a huge problem and I need your help ASAP. Tonight will be my first sleepover with my boo. Well, congratulations, girl. I'm excited, but listen. Houston, we have an entire problem. I am a wiggy. Girl, me too. I prefer not to glue or sew my wigs down. I rock them and then I snatch them off as soon as I get home. But this is a new relationship and I can't let him see the real me until I have locked him in. I definitely don't want my wig sliding off. You definitely don't. So, what quick options can I do to ensure my wigs stay put? Okay, my answer is going to be short and sweet. I'm so glad that you asked that. So that's why I'm so happy that like I put the episodes with the topics up early. So then as the letters come in, like I was hoping it could relate, but if not, we still gonna rock with it, right? So if you have been following me, my listeners got a chance to, I'm very transparent. So they got a chance to laugh. When my husband and I were first dating, right? I was rocking a wig at the time, and he thought it was my hair. And I didn't tell him that, but I think he had this like stereotype of like, light-skinned girls got long, pretty hair. You know what I'm saying? And once you get older, or you're a woman, you know that long, pretty hair come in all shades and everything, right? So anyway, I was not going to tell him what my hair. I had hair, but that was not my hair. Not that honey blonde. Okay? So I rocked this, I had the wig on, right? And I was the same way, writer. I didn't glue it down. I didn't know nothing about no glue or sewing it down. At that time, I was just buying them the shake and go. Okay, you shake it, you put it on, right? So I had one that was really, really pretty that I wore out. And then I would go in his bathroom, shower, come out, and I would take the one that wasn't so good, and I would tie it down real tight, hoping that bad boy did not slide off. Because the last thing you want to do in your new relationship is be in a bed with your boo, and next thing you know, your hair glide. Like, you don't want to, that's a conversation you want to have with him. You don't want no surprises. You know what I'm saying? So yes, we're gonna help you tonight. So quick options. So for me, that worked because my wigs they didn't cost a lot. So I was able to buy two for what you probably now will pay the price of one. So Erica, let's do you last. Sharon, what tips do you have for this sister? How can we help her out? Okay. So check this out. New relationship. She spent the night with her boo for the first time. She wear wigs, but she don't like to glue them down. She don't like to sew them. She just want to be able to snatch it off, but it's a new relationship. She don't want to scare him, freak him out, confuse him, and make him think he's with another woman. You definitely don't want to confuse him, because that wig goes sliding off, and this is a new relationship, and he ain't tied up, tangled up in you, and you look like somebody else, and then he call you somebody else's name, which you would want to know if he met somebody else, but not in that way. Or what if you scare him because he didn't know that your hair is purple underneath, but your wig is black. So Sharon, let's help her out. What can she do? What can she do, girl?
Well, I think it's exciting to switch it up. No, I'm just kidding. In a situation like that, I'm actually new to wigs, but I'm learning myself. So and I've kind of experienced that same situation for myself. I would recommend a bonnet or something of that magnitude. Now, I guess in a new relationship, you don't really want to put out a bonnet either. And because it's so new, you don't want to.
Yeah, girl, you can't go to sleep.
Listen, I'm in the audience at this point. I'm trying to learn. I'm still trying to figure this thing out because I just got this done, and I had to seal mine and deliver that because I couldn't.
You know what? And listen,
I'm all ears.
Before we go to Erica, listen, don't think this is just because it's a new relationship. Because Sharon and I, we're married. We've been married a long time. And trust and believe, my husband do not want me walking around here with this wig off. I'm going to tell you that right now, okay? So when I take that off, I do take the bonnet and put it on, because he don't want to see me. He don't want me walking around looking like Cleo with the cornrows. And it's even worse if your hair is a cornrow and it's just all back. Oh, my God. Erica, let's help this sister out. What can she do?
Okay, so what I think, of course, utilize your combs. Okay. There's combs in every wig. If not, it's a band in there. So make sure you your braid. Make sure your band is tight before you even get there. Don't want to a bonnet. So what you do is you go to the beauty supply store. You find you a cute scarf, because what you don't want to do is go to bed with nothing on your head altogether.
Right. That's true.
You feel like you're trying to be cute for him, and he like you go to bed like that. You know what I'm saying? Find you a cute scarf and just tie it around the top part. You know what I'm saying? Tie it down up there, let the rest hang out so you still cute.
Yeah, I like that.
That's my thing. Tie it around, headband part, keep your lace down if that's what you got going on, and tie it at the bottom. Still cute. But don't
So look,
somebody going.
Someone in the chat said, what was the question? So the question was, what should this sister do? She's in a new relationship. She's having her first sleepover with her new guy, her boyfriend, and she wears wigs. She wears wigs, and the wig isn't sewed down. It isn't glued down. And she likes the flexibility of wearing her wig, and when she go home, she snatches the wig off. However, she spent the night with her boo for the first time. So the question is, what quick options can she do to ensure that her wig stays put? I like that, Erica. You are so right. The combs, I didn't even think about that part. The band, you know what I mean? Yes. Because if you tighten that band and take advantage of those combs, your wig isn't going anywhere, okay? Trust me. It was windy yesterday, and I was a little worried before I stepped outside. I was a little worried because it's not glued there. But I made it. You know what I mean? So I definitely say that you want to prepare yourself because, you know, I'm not rushing you. I do say give it some time, but it is probably a conversation that you want to prepare, like maybe even asking him how he feels about him. You know what I mean? Before you tell him, you know, maybe show him a hairstyle, say you like this, and see maybe if he say like, oh, I don't like it because she got a wig on. You know what I mean? But I say, like, you know, don't stress yourself out about it, but you definitely don't want it sliding off. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because you know, and then it sounds like I'm just going to assume that, you know, because it's your boo and y'all feeling each other, not only do you not want it to slide off while you're sleeping, but you probably don't want it to slide off while y'all doing, you know, getting nasty. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And you definitely don't want to. So that's something we didn't talk about. Like, she has to help him. He has to refrain from grabbing her hair. You know, guys like to switch it up on you. You have to let him know right off the top, like, listen, I don't like my hair pulled. You know what I mean? You have to let him know, because if you don't, I'm telling you right now, he grab your hair depending on what's going on. You know, especially if you're taking care of him down there, he definitely is going to probably put his hand on top of your head, and you don't want that either. You know what I mean? Because he do like this, then he grab it, and then he pull it off. Trust me, he ain't going to care nothing about that wig, and that's it.
So I have a question. Like, I feel like if I'm dating a guy and we even getting that far, I'm going to let him know, like, look, you know this ain't my hair. You better watch yourself.
You know what?
Not okay to do anymore.
Listen, I'm with you. I feel like once we've gotten to that part where we're being intimate, this thing is on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? but we gotta keep it real. Like in 2022, like intimacy, and no judging, y'all know it's a judgment-free zone, but intimacy now is like, what's your name? And then, you know, like this day and time, you know, especially now COVID is going away a little bit. People, they've been without for so long that, you know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so listen, you definitely want to, but I'm with you, Erica. I will say this. I do not think it's a good idea to be in this relationship but so long without disclosing it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I know someone who was married. They're still married, and for like the first 2 years, and she's probably watching, I'm not gonna put her name out there, but like the first 2 years of her marriage, she never took her makeup off, and her husband had never seen her without weave. So I said, well, what did you do? So she set her alarm. She would set her alarm and get up to remove her makeup by 3. And before the sun came up, she had that makeup on. And It was her thing. I told her, I said, that is too much. Like, what are you doing? But she did it for like 2 years. Like, seriously. You know, but it worked. But trust and believe, they still married, and I told her that was a waste of time because he finally got to see you. He's seen you now without your makeup and your hair. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. All right, let's go.
She said, "I got him."
Yep, she got him. Okay,
right.
She locked him in. Okay, she locked him in for them 2 years. So now he probably like, girl, I don't care. All right, here's another one. This one says, "Dear Miss Ebony, I love wearing makeup. But since the pandemic, I find myself not doing it as much as I used to. Nowadays, I'm basically natural, and I can't stand it. I have 2 questions. What skincare products do you recommend? And if I want to go with a more natural, easy, breezy beat, what should I do?" Okay, I'm definitely going to go straight to the experts for this one. You know what I mean? That's in the beauty industry, and I'm so glad that I got this letter with you all up here tonight because it wouldn't have been read at all. Okay, but thank you. Shout out to the two young ladies that wrote in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's go back. So this young lady, she says she loves wearing makeup since the pandemic. And I know that's right. Since the pandemic, I haven't really worn my lip gloss as much because, when you put that mask on, that like really mess you up, right? But nowadays, she's basically natural, but she can't stand it. So she wants to know, what skincare products do you all recommend? Let's start with that one first.
Again, so for myself, I can recommend the skincare line that I use. Which is you can't find it in stores, Mary Kay, as we mentioned before. But for over the counter, I would prefer to recommend something like of that sort. So Mary Kay will be my first choice, and then you can always. I would recommend doing this, going into their cosmetic stores. You can go into Sephora, Ulta, places like that offer other skincare products like. You have Fenty and different, celebrities like that, or different people who do have beauty lines. And I will go in as an expert in that sense, because everyone's skin type is different.
That's true.
So what may work for me may not work for that person who's asking that question.
Right.
And another thing I've noticed that people, when they do try skincare products, is the timing that they're using it. A lot of people feel that it should work overnight.
Right.
You really have to, in order to get true accurate results, you want to give it at least 3 months to try the product and see. Now, unless you experience a breakout early on when you first try it, then that's not for you. You may have allergic reaction, something else, or I would definitely discontinue it. But if not, give it about 3 months and look for the results then. And then afterwards, if you're not feeling it, then try something new. But yeah, I would definitely try.
You're so right. I never thought about that. And you're right. They're trained for a reason. And you're right. What may work for you may not work for me. What may work for me. You know what I mean? So really good stuff. Erica, do you have anything to add to that?
I'm gonna skip the skincare products, but I know what I do for like a quick, natural whatever.
Okay.
Tinted moisturizers. So I guess it's like foundation and a moisturizer together type thing. So I use that, or I use just like a little bit of powder foundation. But the thing that makes my face like pop now is like, without me doing little to nothing, is honestly my brows. Ladisha, what did you call it? Ombre brow, the tattoo brow. Listen, okay. Listen. And a lash. And I'm good. A little bit of lip gloss. I'm good. But it's definitely the brows just really make my, I don't know. It just feel like it just make my face look, I don't know, so much more put together, I feel like. So head up Ladisha for your ombre brow.
Shout out. And the second question was what did you recommend? What was the second question? Hold on, let me unlock the phone real quick. Sorry. Trying to see the stuff in the chat as well. Let me see what they're saying in the chat. Someone said good stuff, 3 months, because I definitely wasn't thinking that long. I would have given up by then without knowing that. Yes.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, 90 days, at least 90 days, 3 months to see some accurate results.
Right.
Where you can find, see a difference.
We got a brother in the chat. What did he say? It was really, really good. He said something about not doing all of that. Something about just go ahead and let him see who you are.
To be honest, and he'll appreciate it. Guys know the deal nowadays. Yeah.
That's true. That's what they say, but then they go talk about us to other people, okay? Then they in the relationship, they need time to themselves because you done took your wig off too early. Someone said too much work. Yes, too much work. The other question is, what if I want to go with the more natural, easy, breezy beat? What should I do? I would say for me, and I'm not an expert, that's what I like about the concealer is because I just touch my blemishes. And I don't have to do the whole face, and it's quick. You know what I mean? I still like the foundation, but if I have my day, so I just want to really here, and just go. That to me, I feel really natural. So what would you say, Sharon, for a nice breezy beat? Easy breezy beat is what she said.
Yes, I agree with you as well. I would say a concealer is good. It's always good to highlight the eye area because the way our face on the way our faces are, the
Mm-hmm.
light pretty much shines on our T-zone area. So anywhere from here to here, that's where you want it to pop.
Mm.
Um, so I would recommend, yeah. And nowadays for something like just some concealer, if you have an eye problem, but definitely some lashes and some
Mm-hmm.
brows and some gloss, and you're good. And
Yeah.
even if you don't do lashes, mascara is a good alternative as well if you're not doing your
Oh, I
lashes.
didn't think about
Um,
that.
yeah, mascara is really good. That's a lot of people's, first go to if you can't, because a lot of people can't apply lashes, and if you're not
Right.
good with that, that doesn't mean you can't, do it. Just apply some mascara, throw some lip gloss
Mm-hmm.
on, fill them brows in, and go about your day.
Mm-hmm. Look, we need to have a whole show. Someone said I can't see the video. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry that you can't see the video. It definitely is still live in the chat. You may have to get out of Facebook and come right back in because it definitely is still in the chat. Someone said, oh, in fact, I thought it was a guy. It was a woman who said, "Be honest. He appreciate it. Guys know the deal nowadays."
Mm-hmm.
And then someone else said, I don't think the guys would really be surprised this day and time. That's the truth. Because 9 times 10, their mama had a wig, their grandma had something. The one that they were
Not
with
the
before.
brother.
No, I said the grandma.
Oh,
It could have been.
He did.
I said brother.
oh,
Oh, I meant grandma,
oh.
the auntie. It could have been the brother. It could.
Right,
I am weak. Listen, y'all hear the. Oh my! Oh, can someone with glasses wear lashes? So tell us about that. It's probably hard, but I'm sure it can be done.
It is. It is. I have some clients who do wear glasses, and a lot of the times, it is difficult for them to put on glasses when they do have
Mm-hmm.
lashes. So I will trim them down some. But in most cases, if I know if they come and wear glasses, I will give them more of a natural look.
Mm-hmm.
My line has a variety of lashes, so long and short. But I do recommend
Mm-hmm.
putting on a shorter lash,
Mm-hmm.
because they will swipe against the glasses, and it becomes a conflict over time. So yes, you
Okay.
can wear so you can wear glass. You can wear glasses with your lashes, just a shorter version of them.
Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all a scenario, okay? Because we don't have a lot of time. See, this go by too fast. When I'm up here by myself, it go by a little slower than this, okay? So, all right, let's help these sisters out here who they are getting ready for a date night, whether it's someone new, whether it's someone. Because one thing, I don't care where you're at in your life, you can be dating, you could be married, just got married 10 years. You still want to be cute, even if it's for yourself, okay? Let's get them ready, okay, y'all? So what I want you all to do is, Erica, I want you to describe a hairstyle, okay, that you will go with for a young lady. Let's start with a single lady. She's been talking to this guy for quite some time now. They've been doing a lot of interacting on Facebook, but this is going to be their first time going out together in person. And then, so I want you to come up with a hairstyle, okay? And then I want you to talk about a beat, like style a beat. Now check this out. They're not going to the hair stylist. They're not going to the makeup artist. Okay. So what can this sister, and I'll even describe her hair. Her hair's down to her shoulders. So let's go, Erica. What can she do? And then Sharon, I want you to give her some different products that she could actually get from you. And then after that, we got to talk about your hair oil, Erica, before we go anywhere else. Go ahead.
Okay. So, okay, if she has hair down to her shoulders, I wouldn't really suggest her pressing it out or anything. Because that's kind of like tedious. But she could always get her some flexi rods. Okay. She can get a foam. She can put her hair in about 6 sections all the way around her head, and then put the foam on each section and roll it up. She can sleep in that, or if she has a hooded dryer, she can sit underneath the hooded dryer. Or she could probably just get dressed and then, blow them out a little bit, make sure they're a little dry, and then take them out, and then she got a head of curls, honey.
Go ahead. Let's go. You get it all from home. We send you little money.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Sharon. So what would you do for as she going to style her own beat?
If she's going to style her own beat, then I would just recommend, depending on her skin type, what type of that would determine whether she's going to wear a liquid or a powder. But recommendation, like some lip gloss, some mascara. You know, you don't have to necessarily do eyeshadow, but definitely fill in the brows and maybe like a light tinted moisturizer if you're not really big on makeup. But something that's quick and you can kind of just get out the door with it.
And be fly and sexy.
That's the fly and sexy, but I mean, without having to overdo the top.
Right.
Yeah, because nowadays it's levels to the whole process. But if you want something that's quick, you know, a foundation, you want to put on the foundation, fill in your brows, put on some lashes if you can. If not, do the mascara, and then some lipstick, and you're done.
Okay. So Erica, tell us about this hair product that you cannot keep in stock at all. Like it's like soon as she go on Facebook or Instagram and talk about it, it's like it goes out. So I want you to talk about that, and then I want you to tell us the best way for them to reach you. Okay, meaning they want to ask you more questions, they want to get to know you, or they just want to get some hair oil.
Okay, so I have my rapid hair growth oil. So it started from me seeing a lot of ads of like African women and Indian women and the women that have the hair that's down to their ankles. And I was wondering, like, how do they get their hair like that? But we, you know, can't get it past shoulder.
Right.
And so I did some research and I realized that they use powders, amla powders, fenugreek, stuff like that, all natural powders. And so what I did was, what makes my oil different is it's an Ayurvedic oil. So I infuse the oils with the powders. So I use all natural stuff. You know, the usual Jamaican black castor, jojoba, vitamin E, carrot oil, but it all has a meaning. It all has a purpose. And rosemary, lavender, cedarwood, and then I infuse it with the powder. So when I put it together, they sit for about a week. And then they infuse, and then I put them in these little bottles, and they're 4-ounce jars. They are $20, but tonight I have them on sale for $17.
Do y'all hear that? Listen in the chat, $17. And we gotta say, it doesn't take a lot of oil. Your little cousin, she's your little cousin, and she's my niece, is obsessed. Okay. Ariel, which is Keisha's daughter, she's obsessed with your oil. Keishana too. Like, it's really good oil. Like, seriously, it doesn't take a lot, but it will grow your hair. Okay. There are products just like your oil out here that will grow your hair. But the part that's missing is we have to like maintain our hair while we're using the hair growth oil. You know what I mean?
Yes.
To me, it's like a food for the hair. You know what I mean? Especially like if you have dry scalp, your oil is really good for that. So tell us really quickly before we go to Sharon. So what's the best way? So I see down here the ticket we got. Is this the best way to reach you? Instagram?
Oh yeah, Instagram, Essential Styles by Erica or Essentials by Erica. I run both of those pages. Facebook, Erica N. Hardy. And you can always come to my suite. I'm Suite 139 in Phoenix Salon Suites and Style Seat. You can always message me on Style Seat as well. And I want to add, so a lot of people don't see the benefits of using the oil, one, because you're not using it that often, but you also have to massage your scalp to increase the blood flow. You want to increase the blood flow in your scalp to get your hair growing. So that's one of the things that a lot of people miss. They kind of just put it in there and just be like, oh, you know, just let it run. But you really got to massage it in. That's really the key to hair growth. And so,
And how often should they put your oil in their hair?
I would say maybe every 3 days.
Okay,
you don't want to do it so much that you got to keep, shampooing your hair a lot. But whenever you realize that your hair is dry, your hair your scalp will let you know. Your hair will let you know it's dry, and you just put it in there.
Okay, so yes, y'all check her out. Tonight's special only. It's $17. Okay, so yes, we'll be collecting that. We're gonna listen. This is Women's History Month. We're gonna celebrate these business owners, and I'm gonna tell you something. They didn't get up here because they thought we were gonna do this piece. They got up here really to just talk about, tips on how to help the everyday woman. You know what I mean? So Sharon, all right, you're next. Go ahead.
Well, I had a quick question before we get to me.
Go ahead.
Now, with the hair oil, I did want to know, does that promote the thickness of the hair as well? Because I know you said it promotes the length of it. Does it help thicken up your hair for people who have thinner hair as well?
Yes. Now it's not gonna thicken up the hair that's already there, the hair that you already have, but everything that's growing out of your scalp is definitely gonna thicken up. I've had clients, even Ladisha has had clients where they had like kind of balding spots and they would use it and it got thick. I mean, super thick. So yeah, it does.
Okay. I was gonna say it's really, really good for your edges. Like as we go with the different as we use these different styles, we do different styles to pull on your hair or just whatever. It could be your medicines. Erica and I talked last night. It could be the different medications you're on that's affecting your hair, thinning your hair out. Yeah. So yes, it's really good for that as well.
Yeah, I know someone who deals with that thin hair, and they were looking for a regimen or something to help with that. So I'll make sure I invest in.
Yes, definitely. All natural. Look at it. Networking. All right, Sharon, you tell us.
Okay, so for myself, I'm Beautifully Made Cosmetics. I'm located on IG, beautifully made _ cosmetics, and also I'm on Facebook under Chanel Dior MUA as well. I also have Beautifully Made Cosmetics business page. You can go to my website at www.beautifullymadecosmetics.org and you can schedule an appointment for a glam session there. All of my prices and my packages are located there. Featuring Erica, we still have you up there for the full glam as one of my price packages. And as well, and then also you can I said Erica, but I meant to say Ebony. I'm sorry.
Okay. I was about to say, I know I was up there too.
I meant to say Ebony. I don't know why I keep saying Erica. I meant to say Ebony. I'm sorry. So featuring Ebony because you had the full glam package. So and then also and what was the other part of the question that you asked? I'm sorry.
Let's talk more about your different products that you offer. Like name some of the products that they will find on your website.
Okay, so for my website, I have a full-blown website. Pretty much everything that you see people using today is what I offer on my website. From brow pomade, like Erica was mentioning, when you go and get the ombre, a lot of the times we do use the gel. So if you don't get the ombre, I have a pomade with a spoolie tool that comes with that. I have lip gloss, lipstick, foundations, liquid and powder, concealer, mascara, eyelashes, eyelash glue stick, which is very good. I love it. I love that because when you're applying lashes, a lot of the times it can be messy. It can become you can squeeze out too much glue. It gets very messy. But with the glue stick, if you're familiar with applying eyeliner, it's just like applying an eyeliner, and then you just put the lash on, and it's very easy. It makes the process a lot easier. I love it. And I mean, I can probably go on and on and on. It's a ton of things.
And you do. You have a whole makeup line.
Yeah, it's a whole line. It is a whole line. And the shades of lipstick, I have 35 shades of lipstick. So you can any shade you're looking for. It's there, 35 shades. As well as the lip gloss. As well, lip gloss is by my daughter. My daughter is incorporated. It's a family-owned business. So my
goodness!
Lip gloss by Kennedy. The lip gloss it has a lot of great moisture in it. I love it. And my prices are phenomenal. Very cost affordable. Yes, very, very affordable. So that's basically it in a nutshell. I would definitely recommend going to my website, searching and seeing what you can find. I offer sales a lot of the times, online only sales and things like that, where you can catch things that you may not see on an everyday basis.
So check this out before we go into the next video or the next song. Tonight, the giveaway, the Essential Styles by Erica. She is doing a free oil. Okay, so in order to participate, you had to be up here. This is the benefit of being in the live, okay, and catching this episode, okay. So we're gonna get together, the three of us. We're gonna draw the names together, and we will tag you in the Facebook, so you won't miss the opportunity. And then Miss Sharon Holloway, her giveaway is you have two options, okay. Option A is a $25 value worth of products, okay? Now, once you get up there and go shopping and start picking out stuff, you're going to go over $25, but you're going to get $25 worth free. Or option B is a $25 value towards your glam package. So listen, you got something coming up and you want to get that beat, $25 will be applied to that, and then you pay the remaining balance. Like, where they do that at? Like, come on, y'all. Okay, so check this out. I got something else. So, for every lady that buys a product from Essential Style by Erica, and every young lady, so y'all got to keep up, okay? Then listen, you got tonight. I'll say from tonight to Friday, because some people are getting paid from Friday. We're going to do another drawing, and you will win a prize from the Layers Effect by your girl, Miss Ebony. Okay. So in order to enter into that, you must buy a product by Miss Erica or Miss Sharon. And so what they're going to do is you're going to buy the product. And then you're going to say, somehow you're going to have to DM me, email me, text me, screenshot me, something, proof that you have bought a product from them. Okay. So listen, ladies, I appreciate you all joining me tonight. We're going to have to do this again. So this is what I want to do. And I'm putting them on the spot. Erica, I've already talked to her about it. I want to do a live episode from her shop. You know what I mean? And she could be doing hair, having girl talk. I want to do that. And Sharon, if you don't mind, I would love to do a live. Well, even if it's not live, I want to do an episode period. Even if it's a pre-recorded, we can do that too. With me coming in while you're doing makeup, you know, and you all talk to the clients to get their permission. And then, you know, y'all do y'all thing. And then we just have some girl time, right?
Yes.
All right. Another thing I want to do, that my listeners know, but I don't think you all know, is I want to plan a brunch. And what I want to do is somebody said that will be nice. Yes. Somebody said awesome. Somebody said I just ordered a bottle. Somebody said awesome. Somebody said yes. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to plan a brunch, and I want people to come out because with my work schedule and just with life, I don't get to really hang out, right? And this is Women's Month. I want to plan a brunch towards the end of the month sometime. If I can't do it in March, definitely April. And I want you all to come out so they can meet you all live and in person. We can take some pictures and look, bring your products. When you're a businesswoman, you take your products with you, okay? Because you never know when you're gonna catch a sale, okay? All right. But again, thank y'all for joining me. I really, really enjoyed you. Good night. To stay tuned, all my listeners, stay tuned for Miss Banks' snack. Thanks, ladies.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Another guilty beat.
Jigga boys, yeah. When she stepped in looking like a snack, man damn ready to attack. You know what I want, so give me that. And you know it was never luck. When I stepped in looking like a snack, the girl damn ready to attack. You know what I want, so give me that. Yeah, we know it was never luck.
Stepped in looking like a snack. Big boy, can you handle that? Take it down, ride you like a Cadillac. Steady heard on the best, yeah, baby, that's a fact. After two, tell me what you wanna do. Me and you, no one has to come true. Say your grace, eat it with some gratitude. Yeah, I'm full of attitude. Said I'm looking like a snack. Wish up a position, wanna hit it from the back. Pretty long legs, and you know that ass fat. Pack you too big, had to put some in the back. It's in the back, and we never lack. Niggas wanna stick to the kid like tack. Flow like water, and you know I spit crack. And you like the way I back it up like that. Like that, nothing that you can't hack.
When she stepped in looking like a snack, man damn ready to attack. You know what I want, so give me that. And you know it was never luck. When I stepped in looking like a snack, the girl damn ready to attack. You know what I want, so give me that. Yeah, we know it was never luck.
Oh, you think I'm pretty pappy? I got this Marbet from my nigga Laddie in the Addison Lee, but my name ain't Maddie. Shut down anywhere, even Abu Dhabi. Ooh. I got the type of wine that will probably break spines. You know I handle mine, heard it through the grapevine. The way I bracket niggas wanna be my Valentine. Baby, take time, I know I'm looking like a snack. Wish a big position, wanna hit it from the back. Pretty long legs, and you know that ass fat. Pack you too big, had to put some in the back. It's in the back, and we never lack. Niggas wanna stick to the kid like tack. Flow like water, and you know I spit crack. And you like the way I back it up like that. Like that, nothing that you can't hack.
When she stepped in looking like a snack, man damn ready to attack. You know what I want, so give me that. And you know it was never luck. When I stepped in looking like a snack. The girl there ready to attack. You know what I want, so give me that. Yeah, we know givers never lack.
Just give me the long thing, no stunting. Pull up close and show me something. Round and tick like a dumpling. Push up on it, no fronting. Give me the long thing, no stunting. Pull up close and show me something. Round and tick like a dumpling. Push up on it, no front.
Said I'm looking like a snack. What's your pay position? Wanna hit it from the back. Pretty long legs and you know that ass fat. Pack you too big, had to put some in the back. It's in the back, and we never lack. Niggas wanna stick to the kid like tack. Flow like water and you know I spit crack. And you like the way I back it up like that. Like that, nothing that you can't hack.
When she stepped in looking like a snack. Man, them ready to attack. You know what I want, so give me that. And you know give was never luck. When I stepped in looking like a snack. The girl there ready to attack. You know what I want, so give me that. Yeah, we know give was never lack.